The woman clearly knew that her husband was at home with another woman, and the surveillance footage had already captured everything. But instead of barging in to expose them, she calmly called her mother-in-law and said she was coming over for dinner. She did this to completely destroy her husband's reputation and to make the mistress guilty of breaking and entering. Turns out, the woman had long sensed that her husband's heart wasn't in the marriage. She was the one working hard outside. She paid for the house and everything in it. Even the retirement home for her in-laws was bought with her money, and the wedding apartment for her brother-in-law also came out of her pocket. But that night, when she returned home, she noticed a used lipstick in the corner of the sofa. At first, she didn't think much of it until she picked up the trash bag and found a bunch of prepackaged meal wrappers. The romantic homemade dinner on the table was nothing but a lie. Her heart sank, and then she found another used wrapper in the bedroom. At that moment, she finally accepted that her husband was cheating, but she stayed quiet and hired a private investigator to find out who the third party was. She had expected the mistress to be some elegant and stunning woman, but to her surprise, it was a girl from the beauty salon downstairs. She had dropped out of school in middle school and had drifted through hair salons for years. What attracted her husband was the fact that she was his first love from his youth. After confirming her identity, the woman launched her revenge plan. She found another man who was heartbroken from his failed marriage. His daughter was suffering from kidney failure, and his wife had taken all their assets and run off with another man. At first, he thought the woman wanted to do something illegal, but she had already mapped everything out and had fully investigated her husband's mistress. On the man's second day of work, the woman took her husband to the beauty salon downstairs, right in front of the mistress. She casually mentioned she'd be away on a business trip the next day. Then, she handed her husband a bank card with $2 million, smiling as she told him to use it to help his brother pay off the mortgage. The mistress's eyes changed instantly, greed practically written all over her face. What she didn't know was that she had just walked into a carefully crafted trap, and the woman's hunch was spot on. Soon after the woman left, the mistress reached out to her husband, asking to meet at his house the next night. Though they thought they were being careful, deleting every call and message immediately, they had no idea the woman had already installed monitoring software on her husband's phone. Every word they said was recorded and saved, and these recordings were enough to ruin them completely. But the woman wasn't after just evidence. She wanted full revenge. She turned around and lifted the canvas on the wall, revealing a wall covered in all the information she had gathered. The man was completely stunned by what he saw.